How are good products born?
So there's a really good example. We were just recording that video on the vacuum, right?
Yeah.
And that was like a wet dry vacuum. So it vacuums and mops at the same time. So it's like 2 in 1. So like I was thinking about that product and I was like, before that was the vacuum, before the vacuum was the broom, and before the broom was that like the bamboo like kind of frizzled stick thingy, which is kind of like a broom, but it starts with like the broom, and then it evolves to like that sticky broom, and then it comes to like the more like nice tidied up broom thingy, and then it goes to a vacuum, and the vacuum was like, you know, like it was crazy big ass machine, right? And so the next evolution of that product, right, was the car vacuum, and then the industrial vacuum, and then it became all these different variations of vacuums. But the interesting thing is that the next thing that came out was obviously the mop, right? But then now there's a vacuum wet dry mop. So there's a vacuum and a mop in one, right? So you can kind of preempt or like assume the next evolution by just looking at the next problem the new product is going to present. Like for example, when it came to the car was too expensive, the fuel, right? Then eventually it came with the electronic car, right? So like you can preempt the future of the product. So like before there was the big computer. It was like, it took up a whole room. I was speaking to, I can't remember who it was, like one of the oldies. And they were like, you know, the computer used to take up the whole room. It was massive, you know? And then it was like the Macintosh, you know, like the big fat one. Yeah. And then it became like this, right? And now you're looking at this, right? So like, it's this evolution of like the new problem. So, you know, people are spending too much time vacuuming and then mopping. They preempt that problem and then create a new product. Another example is lipstick. So lipstick, it started with like red, right? And then it evolved to different colors. Then it evolved to different types of lipstick. And sorry, don't look at me all weird, but I know this because we test so many lipsticks, but some are like gel lipstick. Then some are like lip plumping lipstick, and then others are like glossy, super glossy, because it became really popular. So like if you look at a product that's feeling a bit like it needs like a revamp, then you can almost predict the next evolution of product, right? And I think it's like, you know, the technical term is market sophistication. When the market is very simple, right, they're very happy with the vacuum or they're very happy with the broom until they realize that, oh, I don't have much time, it's getting frustrating. Then you present them a new product that's gonna solve their problem. You know, for example, we used to wash our clothing, you know, back in the day, we used to slap it on a rock. I was in India, I was in Kerala, you know, and then I saw this lady like beating this clothing on a rock, and I said to my wife, because my wife's Indian, I was like, what is she doing, you know? And she's like, it's the washing machine, you know? And I was like, it hit me. I'm like, people used to actually wash clothing like that. People sometimes do still wash clothing like that. But then it evolved, right, to the washing machine. So it's trying to save time, right? The drone, people used to take camera, like to take video up, you know, they would have to actually climb up or find the vantage point. Now the drone does that, right? So it's like the market sophistication, the process of like finding a new product out of the old product, you know? So it's like, you know, you can kind of think of other products around that, like lipstick turns lip plumper, you know, broom turns vacuum, turns, you know, that product, you know. And I think like, you know, with computers, you see with the rise of that AI goggles that Apple created. So it went from the old big Macintosh to the laptop where you can move it around, and they're like, nah, the laptop's old school now. You can have a whole computer on your goggles, and you can even do Google Meet, and it doesn't even look like your goggles are there. It's like wild stuff. Watch TV like that, all crazy kind of stuff. But that's the evolution of products. If you can find out a way to make a product easier and better to use, you know, and save people time, save people money, or make their experience more luxurious, then you're going to be able to make more money or create a new product that's going to solve a big problem. Like take like your camera, for example. If you grab that camera and then they release a one that's like so small and so much cheaper, like, you know, let's say your camera's $5,000, you know, and this one's only $700 and it's better quality, smaller, you know, everyone will eat that up just like that. And that's how GoPro began, right? GoPro is good quality, almost, you know, unbreakable. You know, you can take it, you know, anywhere, whereas, you know, previous conventional cameras couldn't do that. So it's like the market sophistication, the evolution. And I'm just thinking about some products that when launching in one of the brands that we've just launched recently. And the problems that they solve are like the next gen problem. You know, when we went to Canton Fair, we went to this area called the award-winning section, and it showed off the most impressive products. Like the old way you would lock your bike, right, with the latch, and you put the pin, or you'd put the key, right? It starts with a key, then it went to the pin. Now it's fingerprint. You can just fingerprint, locks out, locks in, you know, that kind of stuff. So just the evolution of products making life more easier. Yeah, I hope that answers your question. But now, if you're completely new to this channel and you want a winning product in the next week, then I will help you do that. In the link below, we've actually created a full course on how you can start, grow, and even sell your e-com brand for 300 grand. And so we've created a free video that shows you exactly how we do it for 60 brands every year. So if that's interesting to you, click the link below and I'll see you over there.
Oh yeah, mate, 100. And is there a niche you think that would have the best chance of finding the next big thing?
Yeah, I reckon beauty and AI is probably like, and tech in general is probably the best. I would say like we went to the Canton Fair and we saw products that were using AI, like robotic kids toys, robotic dance partner. So if you need a dance partner, you know, like it's wild kind of stuff. But boxing partner as well, if you need no jiu-jitsu partner, unfortunately for me, but yeah, so yeah, those are the kind of products that we're seeing, like, you know, the health, the beauty industry, even the health industry. We saw like AI robotic nurses, so they would, for remote areas, so like you would go to remote, if you're like in remote, there's low staffing, right? So then those AI nurses could be a replacement, you know, everyone, I don't know how everyone feels about that, but that's kind of like the reality.
You would look to find something like this? Like, is there a specific, I guess, would it be more social media based? Would it be product research? How would you find the best way, do you think, in your opinion?
Yeah, I would say like the softwares that I'm big on, like PP ads, Calo data. You know, you could grab all of these innovative products, but it'd be very hard to be able to make sure that they're actually profitable. The way that I've systemized the way that we get, you know, new brands up and running with winning products is through, you know, testing with Calo data, then finding out those products. You know, finding products from Calo data is probably, you know, the best way you're going to find innovative products. It's how I've found the most innovative products so far.
You found most of your successful products is through something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
Yeah. If you are looking to start your own e-com brand, I've got a free gift for you. We've created a video that shows you how we find over 300 winning products every single year here at thebusinessbuilders.com. So I'd encourage you to click the link below and I'll send you that free video. It's inside of our community. You get access straight away. We've got free bonuses. I even show you how we found a winning product and exactly what it was.